there it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh,
there it goes.
Oh, there's the bucking.
Yep.
Oh, there it is again. There it is again.
There it goes. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, 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 ice, drip, white, wrist, bad, bitch, she, thick.
Can't believe the traffic stops here so early.
Oh, yeah. 3 o'clock every day.
That sucks.
It lasts till 6 or 7.
Getting those extensions put on the pipes where the exhaust will cut off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. You guys probably really can't see this tonight, but huge difference. Did it come out good on that side?
We'll find out.
They came out perfect over here. I don't even see any lines.
Arm's starting to go.
Yes, sir.
I'm out of shape.
It's called 40, bro. Oh, yeah, look at that. That bitch is...
Before we got TK here for TK's Garage in this beautiful, sexy truck. Go check him out on YouTube. And then we got, this is what we want right here, which you probably already saw in the damn thumbnail, I imagine. But there she is, guys. A 2006 Chrysler PT Cruiser. Oh, yeah. I know you guys. It's a blue hybrid. Today I found out it came from a dealership. That has me real nervous. This came from a dealership in Oklahoma City, and it's kind of been my experience that when you get cars that are from dealers, they're usually here for a reason. Now, $3,000. I declined. They countered me again at $2,500. I declined. I left it at $1,250. I figure either we're going to win or we're not. In fact, let me cut real quick and show you guys the live auction. Because I actually won 2 cars, but the Grand Prix that I won magically disappeared. So I'm going to throw those videos in right now.
I guess the biggest thing now is it going to drive home?
He's got matching tires and everything.
Everything looks good on it.
One with the Goodyear Eagles and shit.
Right, it had the RSAs.
It may be all right.
It might just be too old for that. Oh, you know what it is though? Here's something I see that we didn't see before.
Yeah, I didn't see that before either.
Look at that dent. That dent. Which, you know what though? I bet you.
This is still a $3,000 car. Though.
Heat this thing up with the heat gun. Boom. You know, put some ice on it or bang it out.
You could, but you know what I'm gonna do?
Nothing. And then hit this with the DA. Yeah.
And see if we can clean that up.
And then this thing would be straight, dude. I literally think this would be good.
All right. So what happened to the Grand Prix? I have no idea, but I'm just gonna take it as now it does.
All right.
Now we know it runs, so there's no secret about that. But the real question is, does it run?
Will it start? Uh-oh. There it is. Alright guys, we got Randy in the car. And this is a nice little adventure here because we're going to see if the PT Cruiser to advance in enough time for us to get a battery for it. Oh boy. It looks like the alternator is either the alternator is shot or the battery is shot on this car. And I know the alternator on this car is an absolute bitch to do, man. But let's see if we make it. Randy's pushing it too. I would be too. I'd be on it. He's going. Oh wow, I can see that rear. If you look on the rear here in the left, you can see the bouncing in the suspension. I don't know, maybe I can zoom in on this in post in editing so you can see that almost like the shock on that left rear is shot. But the brake lights are working. The car is running. So that is a positive. And Randy's pushing it. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep following them on out, and we'll see if we can get this thing to Advance Auto Parts and get a battery. Well, we've made it up here to the turn. We're going to see. I know he has to be a little bit more picky about pulling out because we don't know if the car's going to actually make it out. Here we go. A little PT Cruiser is zippy, man. Wow. You can hear the Mamba spooling up to try to keep up with that little car. So far, so good.
Title, so he stream me when he leave me. I go hard in the booth. Biggie vibes, give me the loot.
Randy just got on the gas and that thing blew out all kinds of carbon, man. All kinds of carbon came out of that motor, boy. Let's see if he gets on it again and it does it. Of course not. There it is. There's a little bit. Not like he just hit. Not when he punched it that one time. Oh, man. We're looking good. We're not that far from advance at this point. I think the car is gonna make it to come up the rear, and it looks like we made it to Advance Auto Parts. Well, let's see if we can get a battery in this damn thing. and see if we can get it back to the house. So how did it feel to be in the drop top? Your face don't look happy, bro. How bad was it?
Stuck in second gear.
No!
Yep.
I saw when you punched it, there was a big cloud of black smoke, but I didn't get that on film.
Yep.
So what about, did you try to manually shift it?
Yep.
And it didn't do nothing? The check engine light went off?
Yeah, the check engine light's off. And the alternator light.
Well, it'll, because you had the battery out, everything goes back to zero, and then after it runs the diagnostic, cycles through the diagnostic.
So it still probably won't. Cross our fingers there. Damn these off.
But I wouldn't be surprised if those lights don't run back on after it cycles through the diagnostic.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you guys. Hope to see you over now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. We'll be back because we buy cars all the time from Copart right down the street here. So,
Yeah, don't be afraid to come in.
all right.
Call.
Thank you again.
That's a pretty good dent there, doesn't it?
Yeah, we
I
didn't see that.
last time we were there. I think that may have come after
Yeah.
the last time we were there. 'Cause
We had to review the footage from last time.
yeah, it may have been there. I don't know.
All right, I'll follow you back.
All right.
All right, so the positive news is the lights look a lot brighter, and the alternator light or the battery charging light went out on his dash. So we'll see if it makes it back to the crib.
When I do, nah, that's second gear. I can feel it. Check engine light should come back on any second now. Yeah, that's second gear. That's limp mode. There it is. Okay, so check engine light is back on, which means we can go back to the house, run the codes again, and we should get a very accurate description of what the problem is. And I'm betting it's going to be that speed sensor or whatever it said it was, stuck 1 to 2. We just got to figure out what that code is and how we fix it. And we might actually be able to fix this car in this video, or we might find out the whole transmission is just done in this video. Everything else is passed.
Yep.
All right, so hopefully on the low power to the transmission control module first, because obviously low input voltage will cause a slew of problems. So that's the one I decided to look at first. As you can see, I got my trusty Walmart voltmeter, and I went into C4, C for connector, and connector 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is basically your entire control module for the car. Number 4 is what we're looking for the transmission. So I decide, hey, first thing I notice on connector 4, tons of aftermarket electrical tape. It's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. Guys, before you go jumping into your transmission and thinking it's bad or tearing it apart, changing fluid and stuff, like, follow the codes, please, for God's sake, follow the codes, see where it takes you. Now, there's no guarantee it's going to fix it. The TIPM module is notorious for going bad in these PT Cruisers, Caravans, Neons, all of them. These TIPM modules go bad. Faulty relay, which is built inside of the module. But first, check the wiring. It doesn't take but a few minutes just to check your connector. Make sure it's not corroded. Check for water intrusion. And then, when all else fails, check for crap like this. This is electrical tape where somebody has been into this connector. So I'm wondering if we pull on this wire. Okay, it doesn't come off. So I figured somebody did a crappy job and stuck it together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this electrical tape off of this connector, off of this wire, and we're going to see if somebody did a bad repair on it. Why does it have aftermarket electrical tape on it? So let's get this off. Oh, they soldered it. So they did it right. So whoever got in here apparently determined there was a fault here, and they cut and spliced it back together and soldered it. So next I need to do some more checking with the voltmeter. Let's see what's going on here. Ignition battery. Interesting. Fuse number 11. So I'm going to have to Google, look up what fuse number 11 goes to, and then we can come back, because this is what this is. This is a special connector, and depending on which side you put it on determines what is turned on or off. So this is basically a fuse switch, using the fuse as the switch. We just got to figure out what it is. Fuse number 11. Okay, you can cut it.
Man, these PT Cruisers are friggin' rat nests, man. It's crazy. The transmission is literally right here up top, too.
Yeah. Got a 15 and a 25. It's close enough.
Yeah.
15 is plugged in right here. Is it going to pop again? No. Looks like that's a line. 20 right here. Double check, make sure it's replaced.
That's a bitch of a job, too. And the transmission looks original. You see how it's like all...
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
The wire's been taped right here.
So they've been rat's nesting the whole damn thing, dude.
Somebody's been in here a lot.
Oh, holy shit. Is it an easy plug-and-play wiring harness?
These wires have been rubbing for quite some time. That one's good. Alright, so
Which one was taped?
here's one right here that's been cut and taped.
Yeah. Oh,
And that is a hack job.
look at it. There's another wire sticking out of it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Someone tapped into that for something. So this is a hack job. It's corroded.
Jesus Christ.
And then we got another one up top here.
The other one.
That one is a hack job. I can tell by the way the electrical tape is on there. That was done in a bad manner.
So that dealer literally went through this thing and tried to fix it, and they couldn't.
Well, it may have been them. It may have been somebody else. It's hard to say. There's no way to say who it was, but...
So the wiring harness really is just all these modules, and then it's just one harness. A simple plug and play, right?
It looks like it's one harness. There's many harnesses that are going to start branching off in different directions under here. Replaced a couple fuses, and then I decided to pull this up and just take a look at the wiring down here just to see if there was anything that looked out of place. And immediately, I was greeted with this. So obviously, I don't know what this goes to, and it may have nothing to do with the transmission, but while you're in here, you might as well check. So we're going to take the tape off of that and see if that's been done right, if it's corroded or what. And then right here, I don't know what this goes to either, but we have another wire that has been taped, and this one is corroded because there is a second wire.
Like
an
sticking
orange
out.
wire. You can't see it, it's blurry on the GoPro, but right where my thumbnail is, that is an orange wire sticking out of a yellow wire that doesn't belong there with crappy electrical tape. So let's get this electrical tape off.
jeez. Yep,
Well, at least
same
they
thing.
soldered everything.
This is not just all twisted up.
So, I mean, chances are because it's soldered, that's not what's causing the issue. So, I just wonder what somebody was tapping into all of this for. Damn.
No? There you go. Wow, piece of plastic fell down.
And you never know. Some of these connectors could be damaged, or it could just have a loose connection. So it doesn't hurt to
Check them all.
just take a few minutes, pop them loose.
I am noticing something here in this box. I'm seeing a lot of letter L's.
Okay, so if we are to replace this, the actual module itself is right here. And I'm going to need a picture of that so that I know what I need to replace, because most likely there is a...
number?
Yeah.
Oh. Click. Got it.
Oh, my back.
Yeah, it's because you bent
Golly.
down, bro. We got to get you a stool or something.
All right, so here we are again, and as you can see, wiring can be a little tricky, guys. You can get in here and be like, oh my God, what are we doing? I know it may look scary, but trust me when I tell you, it's truly not. Why am I taking all these connectors off when I don't know what's wrong with it? Any one of these connectors could be improperly seated. It could be a loose connection. It could be something that simple. So I want to rule out all these possibilities. We could go so much further if I wanted to hook my scope up to this, and we could start checking individual inputs and outputs to and from the transmission from relays. And yes, I just watched a YouTube video. I'm not going to hide that from you. I just watched a YouTube video about another guy that ran into a similar problem with this very same vehicle. Not this exact vehicle, but same kind of vehicle, PT Cruiser. And it seems, from what I'm reading, most of the time the problem is not in wiring, it's actually in the TIPM module itself. So this is the TIPM module. This houses all of your relays and everything right here. There's the part number on the side, serial number and everything. So most likely the problem is actually in here. It could be a faulty relay. Keep in mind this car is old, relays are old. I'm going to finish taking out the rest of these connectors. I'm going to unplug all of them. I'm going to plug everything back in. I'm going to clear the codes. We're going to try it again and see if it fixes the problem. If it doesn't, chances are good I'm just going to throw parts at it, which I don't recommend doing. I'm just going to buy another TIPM module. They're probably next to nothing on eBay. We'll have it shipped, and we'll see if it fixes it. Seems a little strange to me. Oh, this is broken. Yeah, somebody is
Really effed this all up.
Yeah, this is literally.
You just got to push it down on that tab and see if it'll stick. Oh wow, it's falling apart.
God, Lord have mercy. To me, that does not seem like that is all the way installed either. Because the TIPM is broken, man. Like, there's tabs broken all over this thing. The tabs that are supposed to be here that lock these down, they don't exist.
Yeah.
The tabs are supposed to be on the corners. They're gone. Or they just got hot and broke off. Look at this one.
That one just did the same thing. With the spring and shit falling apart, yeah. It's stupid. But see, this is the thing, like, they didn't make the older cars with all this plastic shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plastic is brittle. It's going to break over time. It's like...
Well, that's why they make it that way.
I know. Just stupid. Yeah, so it's not actually fully clicking in because it's missing those tabs.
Unbelievable.
And you saw in that video, all he had to do was tap the side, and that freaking thing said bloop.
Yep. Yeah, we got all kinds of things happening now.
The car just said, hey!
All right.
Crap. Now the wires that are loose on the bottom, any of those able to touch each other?
Nah.
All right.
There's just two. How did this slide in here?
Was it around the other side? No, that's right.
This box slid like.
Yeah, those tabs go over the metal pieces here.
Oh, the box slid.
Yeah.
Under here is what it was. Yeah.
But this one has the metal hooks on this side.
Do I have it backwards?
Yeah, looks like
I
it.
got the box backwards.
Yep. But no, because the wiring harness, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
That goes in there like, no.
Yeah, because it just snapped in here, huh? Yep.
I think this was supposed to snap the other way. I think. See, this side only
Has one. Okay.
So I think this was supposed to.
That clips in.
This goes like this.
God, it's such a rat's nest, dude.
This probably stays out. It looks like it's been exposed.
Badass design.
This should snap
Yep.
like that. And then this has to snap this way.
And go down into the square hole. Because the air box goes in the other piece. Alright. Wow, they don't give you no room to really, for real, to work in this damn car.
Nope.
There.
This is in the way here.
Jesus Christ.
There she goes. There she goes.
This is like a tight-fitting Lego set. Whew. Jesus. Ridiculous.
Problem. Like I think there's no doubt about that by now. We've got a lot of flashing. At least we did. It's not doing it now because we manually went in and cleared the codes. The transmission does shift. Am I lying?
Nope, it shifted.
Okay.
It bucked like a son of a bitch.
The transmission shifted, and then there's a rectangle that keeps popping up around the park reverse neutral drive, like this big rectangle. Keeps flickering. On and off, on and off, on and off. And then it shifted, and we got it up to speed. It took off like a bat out of hell, and it was like, yes, great. And then you know what happened?
Buck.
It downshifted on its own to like first gear and like threw us forward. We're gonna put this in park. I'm gonna shut it off. I would love to see it do that again.
It will.
Let's run these codes again. I'm literally going to leave it just at that. The transmission shifted. And then got
all right.
No faults.
So we just got to reset the computer. Dude, I felt it when we were coming out of the neighborhood. When you felt it drop.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it shifted. And then
I didn't feel it shift until we started to get out and it burned the damn tires off, man.
And now it's blinking. Yeah, because it downshifted and then fucking run like a rape ape and then bloop, done.
Yeah, I was like, when I felt it, I was like, that's it. It's fit. And then, like, it downshifted hard.
So that says it is that then. It's that box.
That'd be my guess. There's no way all these faults are present out of nowhere suddenly. And that it shifted suddenly. The only thing that we messed with was that box. And now it started shifting.
And it was jerking. It was like a bucking Bronco.
It's that box. Drive.
Yep, shifted. Whoa.
Whoa. Good gracious.
This thing has got a lot of power, man.
This thing rips. Wow. And again, driving just fine. But
Now it's downshifted.
Give it just a second here, because it never fails. This thing's going to jerk us forward, so I'm going to move the camera back a little bit so I don't crash into the steering wheel. No, it's not going to. It's not going to mess up. This is definitely an interesting issue, to say the least. And honestly, I'm really surprised about how this thing burns the tires like that. Like this thing, no joke, like it rips. And let me tell you, we were on the road doing about 50 a minute ago, and when it downshifted,
Oof.
it was terrifying, man. Like it was bad.
It was a bucking Bronco for real, dude.
Yeah, it's like if you aren't bracing yourself for impact,
You're going to eat that dashboard.
man, you could very easily end up with your face in that steering wheel because the seatbelt did not lock up. Now it's driving fine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being on the interstate,
And it'll lock up.
going 70 and have that happen?
Oof.
No, that would be no good, man. Okay, let's give it a little gas here. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh,
There it goes.
oh, there's the bucking.
Yep.
Oh, there it is again. There it is again.
There it goes. Whoa, whoa.
Yo.
Oh,
Oh,
man. Yeah. Well, she's bucking real good, guys. Then there's the check engine light, and now it's in limp mode. Okay. I'm going to say we need a TIP.